One guy who knew that his team was in for a change was the head coach of the Denton Ryan Raiders. We knew that Denton Ryan was going to be dropping from Class 6A down to Class 5A. They find themselves in District 5A, and now joining us to talk about it is the head coach of the Denton Ryan Raiders. It is Coach Dave Henigan. Coach, happy realignment day.
Yeah, appreciate it. You too.
So you get your draw. You knew that you were going to be dropping down a classification. You drop down into District 5A with Denison, Denton, Sherman, and the Wichita Falls schools. Your initial reaction to your district draw?
Well, I mean, it's a good district. You know, one thing I've learned coaching in the Metroplex in a variety of different places is no matter where you go, you're going to be with good people. So that's number one. The second thing is we just didn't know if we were going to go Region 2, Region 1. A lot of people had us projected to go Region 2. So I don't know if it was a big surprise, but it was a little bit of surprise to stay in Region 1. But we're excited about it, you know, change of pace and renewing old rivalries here with Denton High School. And then, you know, back in the early 2000s, we were in there with Sherman and Denison. And so it's, and typically we've been in there with Wichita Falls schools when we've been in the old 4A, new 5A. So I guess not totally unexpected.
You go from being kind of the small fish in the big pond, being one of the smaller schools in Class 6A, to being one of the bigger schools in Class 5A. How does that change how you guys operate and how you guys head into 2016?
Well, I mean, it's not going to change anything in how we operate at all. I mean, we, you know, it doesn't matter when you're at Denton Ryan. And Coach Florence, started this obviously when he was the head coach and when I was his coordinator, and then when he hired me to take over. I mean, the expectation here is championships, and the standard here is high. And so our preparation is not going to be any different in 6A or 5A. I mean, our goals are high, and it takes a lot of work and some luck to achieve those goals.
You had a bounce-back year after, I think, what you would probably deem a forgettable 2014, 13-1 this year, a fantastic year. At what point during the season did it click with you that this team could be something special?
Well, I mean, in 14, we started 6 or 7 sophomores and a freshman quarterback in 6A football. And so it was tough. But the good thing about 2014 is every one of those guys was back. And so they took some lumps the first year. And you know, truth be known, coming into the year, I thought we could win them all. You know, and obviously you have to have some luck, and you have to stay healthy, and you have to catch some breaks throughout the course of the season. But I really did. I felt like we could go 10-0 this last year. And as it turns out, we did. And so, you know, it was a fun year, a lot of good kids. And, you know, again, we had some bounces go our way.
We're talking with Dave Henigan, the head coach of the Denton Ryan Raiders, here on DCTF Live. Get involved in the conversation at #DCTF Live. The guy who really impressed me, Coach, this year was your quarterback, Spencer Sanders. Just a tremendous year for a guy who did start as a freshman and now dazzled as a sophomore. For you, as the guy who sees him every day, what has impressed you most about his development?
Well, again, you know, he went from playing at Strickland Middle School to playing 6A football, you know, last year, and there were some growing pains, but I saw, you know, making progress throughout the course of his freshman year, and then he got hurt week 8, and so he kind of got shortened. But coming into this year, we felt like he was going to be a big-time player, and he was going to have to carry more of the load, and as the season progressed, you know, that really came to fruition for him. I mean, by the end of the year, he was playing just lights out, you know, threw for 300-plus in 2 of our 4 playoff games, and just really played well and had good command of our offense. And, you know, the best thing about him, he's got great ability. He's got a big arm. He's got good escape ability, can run. But really the best thing, in my opinion, about Spencer is just competitive fire, his will to win. You know, I mean, he's a guy that coaches talk all the time about having the it factor. Well, he's got that at that position, which I think is very important.
You guys moved down from Class 6A down to 5A, and with such a really talented roster that you've got returning, you're going to be – I don't want to spoil anything in Dave Campbell's Texas football, but I don't think it's any secret to say that you guys are going to be expected to do really well with the drop down and with the talent that you have coming back. How do you handle the pressure of really starting the year with a target on your back?
Well, I mean, that's just it. You just have to, your kids have to understand, your coaches have to understand that you are going to have a big target on your back, and it's a little different when everyone's shooting for you. But I'll be surprised if we're not ranked highly going into the season. And it's just a hard-nosed, professional, get after it, day-to-day grind approach is how you do it. I mean, it's not any secret. I don't know that you do it any differently than if you're the hunter as opposed to the hunted. But it is definitely going to be a different feel for these kids.
We're talking with Dave Henigan, the head coach of the Denton Ryan Raiders, here on DCTF Live. Get involved in the conversation at hashtag DCTF Live. Coach, one guy that you will, I'm sure, be sad to see go, but it seems like he's going to be staying local, a verbal commitment to SMU, is your outstanding defensive tackle, Ken McLaurin. I was able to see him last night at the International Bowl over there at AT&T Stadium. Just a really impressive player. For SMU fans who are maybe tuning in to hear about this guy, what can you tell them to expect from this young man when he gets to the hilltop?
Well, I mean, he's a great kid, number one. He's a hard worker, just a lot of fun to be around. He's got a big personality, and they're getting a good football player. He's a physical presence that's ready to play immediately at close to 300 pounds, and again, a good motor and physical. So they really, there was a lot of people that came in on him late, and he held firm with SMU, and so I think that it's a really good fit for Ken to be close to home, and I think SMU got a great player out of the deal. So I think it's going to be a good marriage for them. I'm looking forward to getting an opportunity to see him play in college and get down there. So they got a good one without a doubt.
Denton Ryan has become known as this kind of defensive star factory, even going back to the days of Mario Edwards. Who is the next guy? Who is the guy that is going to become a household name defensively for Ryan this coming up year or next 2 years?
Well, I mean, the first one that comes to your mind is Tyreek Davis. I mean, Tyreek will be a 3-year starter. He started on both sides of the ball for us this year in 6A football, at running back and linebacker. And he had 100-plus tackles his sophomore year and 100-plus tackles his junior year at linebacker, and rushed to close to 1,000 yards on the other side of the ball this year. So he certainly won, and he's been the MVP of the district and this, that, and the other, and gets all the accolades. But the other one that people are going to know is Ernest Brown. Ernest Brown is a next big-time defensive lineman to come out of Denton Ryan. I mean, he's already blowing up recruiting-wise. He's a defensive tackle. He's 6'5", he's 240, and he's going to be a great one. Already is a great one, but he's going to be better.
Denton ISD is an interesting school district. You've got obviously a former coach and a very decorated coach in Joey Florence as your athletic director, and a number of schools that, obviously you wish for good for those guys, for the other schools in your district, but at the same time, when you do play them, you want to beat them. What's the dynamic like between you and the other coaches in DISD?
It's good. I mean, Kevin Atkinson in DHS, he and I are friends and known each other a long time. He was offensive coordinator at Ryan the 2 years before I got here, and we used to do a camp together, and so known each other a long time. And Kobe Moore, I've just started to get to know over at Braswell, but real solid guy. And of course, we've been in the district with John Walsh and the guy the last couple of years, and I got a good relationship with John as well. And back when I was the head coach at Corsicana, we played John when he was the offensive coordinator there at Brownwood. And so I think it's a good relationship. Obviously, we're all competitors, and we don't beat each other when we play each other on Friday night. And other than that, I'm rooting for the other Denton schools to do well, except for when we play them.
I can certainly understand that. And finally, Coach, heading into 2016, this is going to be a squad with a lot of expectations, with all of your big-time playmakers coming back offensively, especially a number of wide receivers coming back. Offensively, should we expect any sort of changes with the growth of experience that you'll have from 2015 to 2016?
Well, I mean, every year we tweak things from year to year, but we're not, no, I wouldn't anticipate a bunch of wholesale changes. We're going to do what we do. We lost our most productive receiver, but we've got some good ones back, certainly, and then we got the trigger guy back, and then Tyreek, like I said, played a whole bunch at running back. And so, no, I mean, I don't think we're going to change a lot. You just, you do what we do and try and get better at the things that we do. And obviously you tweak some things as you go, and we'll certainly do that. But I wouldn't expect any wholesale changes. At the end of the year, we were playing really well offensively, and so hopefully we can carry that into next fall.
He is Dave Henigan. He is the head coach of the Denton Ryan Raiders. Follow him on Twitter at Dave Henigan. Coach, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on all your success 2015. Enjoy the off season, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you soon.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.